There was one project I was talking to. There's a growing trend of AI labs kind of bait and switching you with their model, where like they tell you one model, but then you ask it, and like, I would like to use this particular model, and then you ask the query, and then they really just serve you another model in the back end and don't tell you. And to some degree, when I accidentally ask, Opus 4.8 Max a stupid question, I don't need it. It can like downshift me. But that's one thing. If I'm like actually being intentional about my work, and then they're telling me I'm using Fable, but I'm actually getting some Sonnet, I think that's a growing trend. And I have seen a handful of crypto projects trying to go after verified compute. I think this is what Knockchain is going after. And so actually verifying the model and everything kind of end to end is kind of like auditable and secure in the same way that we would expect our blockchains to be. And so this is also a growing trend that I know is out there. I'm definitely not an expert in it. But like something is brewing over in that neck of the woods.
Totally. And I think there's also this sort of private compute component in terms of just data. People, I think, trust, these chatbots with a whole lot of personal information that they probably would not trust even Google with, not realizing that, hey, this is, can be retained for, arbitrary amounts of time by these companies. That's subject to, subpoena, it can be trained out, it could leak, whatever. And I think that it seems unsustainable to me that maybe a future is one where, people have had their entire personal lives held on a single company's servers. And it seems like there's a move towards having, local or distributed private data, maybe accompanied with some sort of remote compute. But it does seem like these two are kind of going to collide at some point.